It's a stadium known for its design, its noise, and a fan base so passionate. Brock, you know this firsthand. They've retired a jersey number for them. Welcome, everybody, to Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. Ball teed up. Brandon Aubrey out for the kick. And we're underway from Seattle. Evans now to return. Big lick from the coverage team there. That's going to stop the return before it can get to the 30. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Lawrence going to throw straight away here. He's on the move. Got his target. It's Hill. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They get 35 out of that one. And the Falcons will have a first. New set of downs for him at the 38.
Hey, run!
First down throw, Lawrence. Throw reeled in by London. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. Third and short in your back pocket. You can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
They'll run it here with Bijan Robinson. And what a hit there. Ouch, she faced the price for moving the chains that time.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense. Now we let the chess match begin, the adjustments begin, because we know pressure leads to sacks, and sacks in this league often leads to wins.
On red. Red. Here we go.
On second down, Robinson. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over it.
Throwing is Lawrence on third down. The left side is caught by Pitts. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. So now on fourth down, the Falcons elected to send Young Hui Koo after the field goal. This is from 35 out on the left hash.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. But that's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
Koo all lined up and ready to boot this one away. Return starts at the 3. He stopped on the return at the 27. They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Throwing now off play action. Escapes the pocket. And he has it along the sideline, but he got a little too close to that edge. They're going to say he's out of bounds. We've got second down.
You know, Kate, that's one of those instances where you try to walk that tightrope on the sidelines. Problem is, on a throw that far down the field, that is so hard to do, so difficult. I love the effort, just couldn't quite find the execution.
2nd and 10 now. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And they They finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Give him 30 yards on that one. And the Seahawks will have a first down.
Here we go.
They'll throw it. He finds Fant. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. They are throwing it again. He gets it complete to Kenneth Walker. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. The shot to the end zone is incomplete.
Oh, that is going to haunt him. A drop touchdown in the end zone. We'll see how good his mental toughness is, if he can move past it quickly and make an impact for them later.
Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. Throwing it again here. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. No luck connecting with Jackson Smith and Jigba. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
You hear defensive coaches on every practice field we're on preach not giving up the big play, especially at the NFL level. They'll need to stay vigilant because they're definitely going to use that receiver to take the lid off this.
Touchdown, Seattle! Brandon Aubrey now on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Seahawks one up the opposing field goal, and they start with 7 on their opening drive. Aubrey now to kick this one away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
Complete. It's Bijan Robinson. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
And he'll get it up to the 44. They get an even 10 on that play. And it's good for an Atlanta 1st down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
11. Silver.
On 1st and 10, here's Lawrence. Into the hands of Pitts. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs. On the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Sticking in the air with Lawrence. He's on the move. And he wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that play good enough for a first. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Silver. Silver.
First and 10, around to Robinson. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Back for our second quarter. It's Falcons football. They'll have second down as they look to continue this good drive. Back to throw. Here's Lawrence. And his perfect start is over. That's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour. And there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And the Falcons will have a first. Robinson on the inside give. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Staying with Robinson. And he's in. It's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons take a second quarter lead. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
Koo all lined up and ready to boot this one away. He fields it from the 8. Finds some space. He's past the 30. The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. First and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. Connects with the open man downfield. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
This one misses the tight end. And now they face second down.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Ready? Top low, 18. Check go.
Here he is on 3rd and long. He's got it near the 10. There it is. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks take a second quarter lead. So, Brock, good work there to finish off the drive in the end zone and retake the lead.
You just get this feeling every once in a while in games. This sucker's going to be a back-and-forth football game. So what a great job offensively to jump out in front here in the first half of play.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Able to get it to Moore. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. From the gun, it's Robinson. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
3rd down, Lawrence to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And that'll be enough for the 1st as they touch him down.
Every time I see one of those angle routes, I think back to my day 1 install. Rookie minicamp in the NFL. Texas, angle route. 49ers of the 80s, they were making hay with it then, and the running back's still doing it to this day.
Rolling left, buying some time. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Chase Young bringing him down there.
He made something out of that play for them. Everyone's so concerned with defending the pass, they didn't quite keep tabs on what he was doing as a QB, and it gave him just enough room to run.
Out of the gun, Lawrence. Moore's got it. And this goes across midfield and into Seahawks territory.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
Lawrence working from the gun. Escapes the pocket. And he works this to the 38 before going down. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the 1st down.
1st and 10, it's Lawrence. That's incomplete left side. That throw was looking for Kyle Pitts. And it's going to be 2nd down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
That's Hill working the sideline, complete. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Hey, 11.
1st down throw, Lawrence. And he can't hang on to it in the end zone. Not an interception, only an incompletion. So they get it back. 2nd down coming up.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, well, he just couldn't quite hang on.
Finds him over the middle. And he'll go down here at the 16.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6.
Hey, kill two.
Lawrence to throw it. Buys time, rolling right. Has it in close. And he's all the way to the 5 before going out of bounds. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Great job.
Here's Lawrence to throw. He's on the move. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
He's trying to do it himself. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Falcons get some late points and the lead. Trevor Lawrence with the touchdown on a quarterback sneak to the end zone. It's tried and true in 32 playbooks across the NFL for a reason, Brock. Even when teams see this one coming, just so tough to stop a quarterback sneak.
It feels like a win in today's football is just to stall them at the line on that play. So many groups are so effective with the QB sneak. But that time, the timing of the call, I think, was most important that led to the score.
All lined up and ready to boot this one away. Here's a return from the 7. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35. Ball at the 33 for first down. Throwing it to start this drive. Forced out to his right. And that throw just too high for him.
Well, I'll say this. If you're willing to chance a throw like that, an early down is where you want to do it. You try to shot downfield. It doesn't work out, but you still got time now to try to find something else on the play sheet.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Throwing from the gun. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down.
Here we go, set. Mustang 19.
He'll look to throw. Hauled in by Rice. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. Still sticking with the passing game. Oh, put some heat on this deep ball. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. That's Diamador Lenore.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 10-yard line.
Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line.
Right, let's go. Silver.
Shotgun snap. They're going to throw. To the sideline it goes. He's got it beyond the marker. Looks like he stayed in as well. 16 yards on the play. And it's good for an Atlanta first down.
Roll, roll, roll. We're at 23. Alert, alert. Hot.
A handoff for Robinson, running right. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
Chased out to his right. And this won't be caught. Clock is going to stop. We've got 14 seconds to go. Not on the same page with his tight end. And it sets up second down.
Take it easy, route 3. gun. 30 left.
Lawrence now off the play action. That one's caught along the left sideline. And he'll go out of bounds after a pickup inside the opposing 40. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And the Falcons will have a first. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. New set of downs for him at the 38.
Red on red. Take right open.
Now it's Lawrence. And that's incomplete, but he might have done a little too much to cause that. Flag comes out, and this could be interference. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. He hit his first one. His second one's coming from inside of 40. The kick by Lutz is good. And that'll double their lead to 6. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the third quarter. Koo all lined up and ready to boot this one away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And this return gets to the 30 before he stopped.
Well, that's exactly the way you want to come out of the locker room to begin the second half. And really, Kate, this third phase of the game, the special teams, you just see the boost and the energy they can give to their team when they deliver a nice return to start this second half.
Here we go. Go!
Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. And this won't amount to much. Tackled after a small run to the 32. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it will largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Delivered to the sideline, Smith Njigba brings it in. They get 22 on that one, and it sets up Seattle with first down. New set of downs for him from the 46. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Short pass caught by his tight end. That's 16 on the pickup. And the Seahawks will have a first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
19 tight.
They'll throw on first. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do, getting home with that sack.
Another try following the sack. And he's in trouble and gets brought down again. And back-to-back takedowns behind the line of scrimmage set him up now with 3rd down.
That sure ended up being worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
Third and long for him here. He throws a bullet down the left sideline. Well, they had the look, certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing 4th down. Seahawks bring it out the punt team. He punted 3 times in the win last week, and this one is away. And oh, just a hair too much on that kick. The punt lands in the end zone. This one's coming out to the 20. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
These are 24. All right, here we go. Side. Smack.
Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And he's charged towards the line. That's right around 3 yards.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
From the 23. Escapes out to the left. And they crush him right near the marker. It looks close, but yep, Brock, I think he safely got that 1st down before the hit.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the 1st down.
A give left side. Here's Robinson. And he's brought down, but there's some laundry on the field. Pretty easy call to make. He lined up offsides, and now he gets a talking to from his coach. A bit jumpy across the way there, and that halves the distance ahead of him on 1st down. Running it after the penalty. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Byron Murphy there to make the play. They only get 1, so it's going to be 2nd and 4 coming up.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 37. Flush down out to his left. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
13, Luke.
On 1st and 10, here's Lawrence. Caught by the tight end, running that corner. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. Give him 24 on that play. And it's good for an Atlanta 1st down. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32.
Red, 23, Silver.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. Getting out to his left.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Going right side, Robinson with it. And he's brought down for a loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
Cut at the 10-yard line. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. And even 20 yards on the play, and it awards them with a 1st and goal.
Red on red.
Here's Robinson. Crosses the goal line. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons push their lead further to start the half. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
That one splits the uprights. And the Falcons bump the lead up to 13 points. Koo all lined up and ready to boot this one away. Kickoff taken at the 3. Coverage team tracks him down as the return reaches the 35. The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Makes the grab in bounds left side. All the way, touchdown Seattle! The Seahawks shave sub off the deficit late in the quarter. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. Extra point from Aubrey is up and good. And the Seahawks get it back to within 6. So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. Here's Carter on the return. He's got a lane up past the 30. And he showed some burst on that return, getting them all the way to their own 40.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such... to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's Lawrence. On the move, headed right. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
Go. Hey, run.
Out of the gun, Lawrence. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
Hey, Lion.
1st and 10, it's Lawrence. And he's hit and dropped, so that's going to bring an end to our 3rd quarter. All right, here we go, 2nd down.
Hey. Go. Here we go.
Trying again, following the sack. Escapes the pocket. Now here he goes.
Well, that's an excellent job by the defense. All eyes on the quarterback. When you're playing a quarterback that can escape, well, even though you cover, you still got to cover down and go chase that QB out of bounds before he could get the 1st down.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
On red.
Now we're on with Robinson. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused. And they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a 4th down. It doesn't take a math major, Kate, to realize how important that field goal was. It's now a 2-score game really late and puts them in the driver's seat to go and finish this thing with the win.
Fielded at the 7. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Throwing the out route complete. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. 2nd and 4. Metcalf's got it, complete. And he's able to get this down to the 36. It's a gain of 29 yards. And it sets up Seattle with 1st down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
To throw here on 1st down. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. From the red zone now. That's caught at the 4. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. Play action on first down.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases...
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle! The Seahawks have cut it to a 3-point game here in the fourth. For the point after, here's Aubrey. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Seahawks cut the lead down to just 2. We're down to a 2-point difference as they send the kick away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Right, let's go.
Lawrence working from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Well, here's what I know, Kate. And sadly, from personal experience, after this one's over, QB, he's going to be the first one in the cold tub because he has been feeling the heat and paying the price all game long. At some point, you've got to find a way to protect the passer, or he's not going to endure this season.
After the sack, another pass on second down. Able to hit Robinson, complete. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line.
You know what I love about this? Never showing panic. When he leaves the pocket, look at his eyes. They continue to search downfield. They're never looking at the rush. They're finding the open man downfield before running out of real estate.
11. Hey, kill.
Looking to throw. Rolling left, buying some time. Oh, the football's loose. And the Seahawks pick it up.
There are so many fundamental details to play the quarterback position, especially in the pocket. But you get loose, you make a nice little run, you get in the open field, you gotta have the fundamentals to tuck that ball away. QB doesn't, defender knocks it out. Huge turn of events.
They go play action on first. Buying some time left. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time secondary, well, they got real sticky, stayed tight, and forced the throw away.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down.
Let's go now.
Handoff to Walker from the gun. And he gets it through the midfield stripe and onto the Falcons side of the field. Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 8.
Here we go, set. Buffalo 18. Go.
Back to throw it. He's on the move.
Oh, man, those defensive players hate slippery quarterbacks. Near impossible to keep them hedged in or corral them behind the line there. He evades them long enough to turn a potential loss into positive yardage.
So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from Seattle. Seahawks trail by a couple.
Ready, set.
Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1.
Here we go. Hook.
He's back to throw. That's cut beyond the marker. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. How about 19 yards on 4th down, and the call to go for it pays off considerably.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Walker on first down. And he'll only find 1 yard up the gut. Second down. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down. Staying with Walker. And he can't find a lane before being wrapped up at the line. Timeout called by Atlanta. That's going to be at second. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call's going to be on third down.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
And the Falcons get a fifth defensive back out there. Third down coming. Throwing now. Escapes out to the left. He slides down with enough to pick up that first. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
18 rattlers. Set go.
Walker. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. Give him a couple on the run, and it's now second and goal.
Hey, I get it on first and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Now a timeout's called. It's not their last one, though, so they can try another play before setting up for that field goal.
Ready.
The nose of the football inside the 1. Here's second and goal.
Come on.
Trying again, Walker. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Now a timeout's called. It's not their last one, though, so they can try another play before setting up for that field goal.
Got it. Ready?
So now, here's third and goal.
Let's go.
Walker. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. Now we get a timeout, and with just 2 seconds left, this game has set us up with an incredible ending. And with 2 seconds remaining in our contest, we're going to see what both teams decide to do with this final play. Everything now resting on this try from Brandon Aubrey. Angling this one in from the right hash to challenge here. The kick is good. He got it! And he trails the chip shot to win them this game.